Hey everyone, welcome back to a series of Juana. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you my guide to glowy skin and fresh braids. As always, if you're a new viewer, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and we're just gonna get started. Alright guys, so the first step to my skincare routine is obviously a cleanser. I use the Fenty Beauty Total Cleanser, so I'm actually gonna get started and wash my face. So I love Fenty Beauty because it is not harsh on my skin. I actually should have put my hair back. Don't know why I started like this. But it is not harsh on my skin and my skin doesn't feel completely stripped after using this cleanser. I actually do this for about a minute. So I'm just gonna do that now. So now that this cleanser is all on my face, I know I look so funny right now, I'm just going to rinse this off and then we are going to move on to the next step. So normally after that, I pat my face dry and then I use the Fat Water, which is a serum slash toner from Fenty Beauty. So I'm actually going to apply this right now. So what I love about Fenty Skin, what I love about this line is that everything is super easy. It's literally like 3 steps. And with this, what I love about the toner is that you don't need like a little cotton pad or anything. You literally just do this. And a little goes a long way. You literally just put a little bit, you rub it into your hands, and then you do this. So I would honestly say that I started getting serious about skincare probably, I want to say this year to be exact. I started getting more serious about skincare. I think skincare is very important, and I'm a firm believer that what you eat and what you put into your body also could affect your skin. So I also, along with having my routine, I also try to eat more healthier, try to make sure I'm staying hydrated, which is very hard because sometimes, of course, I forget to drink water, but water is super, super, super important. Again, like I said, what you eat, fruits, vegetables, like, I just feel like having a, healthy diet, having a diet, and also, along with your skincare routine, along with drinking water, I believe all of that is just so important when it comes to skincare. So now that I've put this toner on my face, I just let it sit, I let it dry out, and then what I actually use next, so I suffer from dark spots. I don't know if you guys can see it. Sometimes I notice with cameras, certain marks or scars aren't as visible and it may not look like someone has scars, but for me, I have these dark spots right here and then I have them a little here. On this side, it's a little worse, but I've been using this serum from Sephora that targets dark spots. It's so interesting because whenever I see people do these tutorials, especially on Vogue, they usually say that they got into skincare because of their mom or like some I don't know, someone on, maybe they saw someone in their life or their family or their friends that were really, really big on skincare. I wouldn't say anyone in my family in particular is really big on skincare. I know, like, for example, for my mom, I feel like she just doesn't have to do too much and her skin just stays, I don't know, clear. But I guess I would say from my friends, I know my friends, I have a lot of friends that are really into like skincare. We talk about things like that. So I guess I could say that's when I started getting more into skincare. So I know I'm rambling, but I'm gonna use the serum. So what I do, I know some people like to like drop it on their hand and stuff. I do this. So I put mine on the spot that I'm trying to target. And I just drop it here like this. And again, like I said, I don't have much on this side, so I normally don't really put that much, but mainly on like this side, I'll put some. And I feel like a little bit goes a long way. Like even I feel like I'm probably using too much. So like I said, a little goes a long way. And then what I do is I just take my fingers and massage it in. And then last but not least, the last step to this process is actually using this little thing right here. This has SPF in it. It's a moisturizer. It's for, you know, like under the eye. So this really helps with that. And you know, ladies, well, in general, you know, people, how important SPF is. So we're gonna put that. Again, with this, a little goes a long way. I literally just do one little pump. So next, now that we have all that done, we are gonna move on to makeup. So for makeup, I use the primer from Fenty Skin. I really like this. It's a very like smooth, I want to say kind of like slick consistency that I really like. And so again, with this, you just literally one little pump. And then this just goes all over your face. So now that we've got our primer, you know, I start getting my, I use a beauty blender, so I start getting that ready kind of to like let my primer sit. I have a very simple, minimal like makeup routine. I don't really wear too much makeup. I actually don't really wear foundation like that anymore, unless like maybe for like special occasions or something, but I really just stick to concealer. So now that we have, you know, the face as concealer, I like to next move on to the powder, setting powder. So I use Laura Mercier translucent powder. So I just take my brush here. So what I do is I just take a little bit, and I actually saw this trick from someone, this girl on YouTube. Her name is Tiana Masara. I love all her videos. Like, I watch her faithfully like every day. I dabbed some, and then she showed something where basically you just like put powder here, put powder there. I dab a little bit under the eye and the nose up here, like not too much. So far, so good, actually. Next, what I'm actually gonna do, before I even use this, I'm gonna use this. This is my favorite mascara. I feel like it just brings out my eyelashes. But wow, it's really doing something for the lashes, though. This is really doing something for my lashes right now. So guys, I would like to know, how are you guys doing? How has your life been? Apparently we have the whole, like Delta variant going on, and like apparently like we're supposed to get shut down again. I don't know if that'll actually happen, but how is everyone? So my alarm went off. I'm like timing myself doing this video, but I was talking to one of my friends, and we were talking about like, we wonder how dating has been during COVID, and we were both kind of saying like, we don't know how, like it's so interesting. Like some of my friends, we're all just talking about like, how do we date? Like for my friends that don't have boyfriends, like we'll be like, how will we even date? Like I feel like dating right now, it's a very awkward time. I feel like some people are even still scared to like be around other people or be around like groups of people in general. So I just wonder, like for people that are dating right now at the moment, or that are, yeah, like how is that? Like how, and even like, not even like, oh, if you're in a relationship and you're like, I guess like going on dates, dating, whatever, yeah. I mean like you've met someone, you guys are seeing each other now, you guys are going on dates now, like how is that? I feel like I'd be so awkward. I feel like I'd be so like just super awkward because of the, you know, like where we are right now in our lives. So now, this is one of my little rants. I am actually going to use this little thing right here. So this is a MAC lip liner that a good friend of mine recommended to me. So I'm gonna use this on my lips. And then now we are actually going to add the NYX. This is this is the butter gloss. So I'm actually gonna add that now. So once all of that is done, I'm actually gonna add these e.l.f. Why do I keep saying these? This e.l.f. Matte Magic Mist and Sets. So I'm just gonna spray it. Whew. I'm looking a little glowy right now, but I think I look so crazy. But yeah, it's gonna like set. And yeah, once that happens, I feel like everything just looks so much like glowy and like shining. All right, guys. So last but not least, now that the makeup is all set, I'm actually gonna show you guys how I keep my braids looking, you know, fresh. So what I actually normally do is I actually use this oil. It's Marachi oil. A good childhood friend of mine actually put me onto this and I love it. I use it every day, and like maybe that's not good because I usually tie my hair in a scarf and then I put a bonnet over it. And like my scarf will get greasy and my pillows will be like so oily. So I use it now like every other day, every other night. And what I do is I literally, there's barely anything in here. There's something coming out, it's something. So no one dropped on my face. So what I normally do is I just squeeze it onto my scalp. And I also use mousse. So instead of putting mousse on the top every single day, again, I do that like once, you know, basically like once in a while. I'll just do this and I'll just get it kind of like on my ends or like the bottom half of my hair. And I'll put the mousse on, I'll rub it in. I feel like the key to actually making sure your braids stay fresh is to actually just make sure you're at least tying your hair with a scarf, wearing a bonnet. At least make sure that you're putting oil in between your scalp. The mousse and everything else is just like kind of like whatever, you know? But I feel like as long as you put oil in your scalp and you tie your hair, you don't really have to worry about anything the next day. So now that we're done making sure the braids look fresh, look nice, we actually move on to the edges. So I have my edge brush here, and then I use Edge Booster. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I am not one of these girls that's like really focused so much on, well, now I try to make sure my edges look like really, really nice, but I'm not really someone who like goes crazy when it comes to edges, again, because I'm just not good at that. But I already did something here. I don't know if you guys can see, but what I normally do is like just do this. And by the way, shout out to my friend Stella Slade. I'm gonna put her Instagram in the link because she does my braids like all the time. So now that the lovely edges are done, we are pretty much done here. I did my edges. I used my mousse on the ends of my hair. I put my oil. And I think we're good to go. All right, guys, so hair is done. Edges are laid, makeup is on point, and this video has come to an end. I hope you guys love the skincare slash simple makeup, no makeup routine. This is my guide to glowy skin. I'm Juana, and I'll be seeing you in my next video.